1212, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. This is the Alpha FX. We are about to start in 9 minutes.
is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
How is everyone today?
Very well, thank you.
How are you, Thomas? How's everyone?
Good, thank you very much. Finally Friday. Usually I don't like to trade on Friday, but you know, if it's NFP today, then you know we have to trade. But as we discussed this morning,
Hi everyone.
hello, the market was really good on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and yesterday things started to go not too well. And today is I don't have high hopes for NFP, but let's just get ready and go through what we discussed earlier in the morning. Who has any open positions?
Me, I'm still in.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey Ali.
I do. I have basically all the same positions you do.
Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen. I still have the positions open from the morning,
Right.
but I'm going to start locking in profits, or locked in most of the profits already. But I still have some runners on gold, full positions, US 30 still sell. USD Japanese yen, now that's the one I have the highest hopes. Because exactly that we discussed in the morning. What's going to happen with the USD against the Japanese yen, or pretty much any currency against the US dollar. Just get ready. Okay, let's delete this. And we are going to go through every scenario that we discussed this morning. I'm just gonna do some work.
Morning briefing. Sorry to interrupt you. I missed the morning briefing. I guess you're long on UJ, innit?
I am long. I am long on UJS because the dollar strengthening.
Okay.
Well, you know, if the Fed, I go through in a minute. I just have some admin to do, but I'm excited to hear your opinion, Ali. What do you expect for NFP today?
To be honest with you, I didn't do any analysis, so it would be like, you know, total guessing if I give any opinion right now.
Well, sometimes you need a guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right. Walk one. Let's have a quick look. 262 people watching on YouTube. It's only 67 likes. Come on, guys. You can do better on YouTube, can't you? Can't you? Right. So, I'm gonna set the positions because we had some market movements. I'm expecting gold to drop because PPI yesterday and other fundamental reasons. I don't see any bullish factor for gold. Now, I explained this movement right here in the morning briefing, and I explained, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many things we need to look out for today. But luckily for you guys, the members, I explained everything in the morning, haven't I?
Yeah, luckily for those who attended this.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, but Ali didn't attend. Okay, so let me get my notes. Yesterday, we had PMI, MPI, IPM. No, we had initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, and manufacturing PMI. Now, the reason why manufacturing PMI was important, because it came down to 51.5%, which is down 0.7% from the final July figure, and it is the lowest since July 2020. While it doesn't seem much, it is actually one of the steepest downturn in the US manufacturing seen since the global financial crisis. Fun fact of the day. Now, the sharp drop in the demand was pretty much driven by two main categories: business equipment and machinery. So businesses are not investing in machinery, businesses. So they said, you know, a recession is coming, we're not going to spend money, and that has led to the decrease of PMI. Now, naturally and logically, what follows uninvestment in businesses? Layoffs, unemployment. And today we are going to have some more employment or labor market data. Yesterday we had the initial jobless claims, which is the first time when people claim unemployment benefit, which actually was better than expected, not much, only 5K. And the continuing jobless claim, on the other hand, have increased significantly. So there's a possibility that the previously first time unemployed now entered into the second month, and they considered as continuing jobless claimers, continuing unemployed. Today we are going to have more labor market data, and we're going to have non-farm payrolls, manufacturing payrolls, unemployment rate, and participation rate. Now, Friday, or today, is the prime day of the week, with NFP and other juicy labor market data. Now, traders are really waited for this US employment data today, because it is, and listen to this, expected to factor heavily in the Federal Reserve's decision-making about the size of the interest rate hike or interest rate increase at the next meeting, which is at the end of the month. This is why today is very important, because the Fed, or we might see some clues about, by how much the Fed is going to increase interest rate. Now, it's quite tricky because we have loads of data, but does it really matter? What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Labor market is still tight. Yeah, labor market is still tight. Unemployment is 50 years low, so half a decade, half a century, not even a decade, low unemployment. But it's very mixed, because the US has printed negative GDP for 2 consecutive quarters. So what the hell is going on? It's a mess. Now, it doesn't matter, in my opinion, what is going to be the data, because the Fed is going to go ahead with the rate hike no matter what. And I think they're going to go ahead with 75 basis points. They have to. If we look at the US interest rate, currently standing at 2.5%, and inflation is 8.5%. There's a differential of 6%, and I tell you why is it important, because interest rate is below the inflation. Sorry, I'm finding words. And the last time when we had this high inflation was back in 1980s. Look at this. And 1980s inflation was already, the interest rate was already at 7%, and currently interest rate is at 2.5%. So there's a massive difference. And inflation increased in the 80s, similar dynamics in the market, high oil prices, war, so many other things. And Paul Volcker was the one head of Federal Reserve who wasn't afraid to increase interest rate to 20%. Now, Powell, on the other hand, is far away from Volcker, far away, and they cannot really fight inflation with this minuscule interest rate increase. So this is why it's important by how much they're going to increase interest rate. Maybe 100 basis points, who knows? They need to surprise the market. They need to shock the markets, because what they did is they did forward guidance during the pandemic. And let me show you what I mean by that. So they did forward guidance during the pandemic, and look what happened. So this is all the NFP data. All the members get this. I don't think it's really useful now, because things have changed since last year in terms of monetary policy. But what's important is the last few months, this summer, especially the Fed communication. July 2022, the Fed stopped forward guidance, and what happened? The markets actually reacted very bullishly on gold, for example. They thought, oh yeah, let's buy some gold and stocks. They flew, because they said, oh, the Fed is not going to say anything. It's free looting. But then the realization came in August 2022, when people or traders started thinking like, oh, actually, it's not good, because inflation is still with us, supply chain issues, and monetary policy didn't change. The Fed didn't turn into a dove. What Jay Powell said, we might going to reduce interest rate or slow down with the rate hikes, but they're not going to, because he confirmed during the Jackson Hole meeting that they're going to do everything within their power to reduce inflation. And boom, market started to crash, stock market, gold market, because if they raise interest rate, as I showed you before, it's going to increase the yields or the return on the government bonds, which is a natural enemy of gold, when the real rate, so the nominal rate minus the inflation, is in the territory of 0% or even 1%, because that generates return. So the opportunity cost is much better on holding fixed income assets. Now switching back to the previous chart, and for this reason, because I think the Fed is going to continue to be super hawkish, I'm selling gold. Now remember that there's always a possibility that gold is going to fake out, just like it did before, because if you look at the chart, good afternoon, Usman. So what happened is gold was dropping really nicely throughout the whole month, throughout August, and as soon as we got closer to the date, it already started faking out. And look what happened here. It faked out from the channel again, and I think it was a sign to trap all the buyers. But this is only a speculation. This is why it's important you do your own analysis, you make your own due diligence. But long story short, I'm expecting gold to continue this orderly movement down, south, targeting 1680, 1690. Where were you happy? Just take profit. So that's gold. Now moving on to USD Japanese yen. I'm long on USD Japanese yen for the same reason as, is the Fed is going to go ahead with interest rate increase, what's going to happen with US dollar? It will generate a demand for US dollar, because the carry trade on US fixed income securities are much more attractive for investors, because they can enjoy the carry trade, they can enjoy the coupon payments on the bonds. Whereas gold doesn't bear any interest. The stock market is still risky. So US dollar, based on the rate hike, is gonna go up, will be bullish in my opinion. The only problem with USD Japanese yen is that if you look at the chart, it's been going up for months now, and we are far away from the trend line, so there is a possibility it will pull back and then continue higher. Losses and manipulation is built into this game. The only way to protect yourself if you use a freaking stop loss. I cannot emphasize enough, use a freaking stop loss. It's like you going out clubbing on a Friday evening, you meet a dirty girl, and next day it becomes itchy. Same thing. use a stop loss. It's your condom in the financial markets. And moving on to
I
US
love the
30.
analogy.
Well, you know, US 30 is the trickiest one because it's consolidating, but long story short, I'm expecting stock market to drop, to continue to drop for various reasons. You know, the PMI yesterday just confirmed that firms stopped investing in machinery, and they're not investing in anything because they're preparing for the worst. They're hoarding up cash, and they're going to lay off people. The profitability is decreasing. I mean, the fixed income market, the money market, and the fixed income market, the companies in the U.S. stock market of S&P 500, US 30, whatever U.S. index you trade, these companies also offer bonds, but these called corporate bonds and not government bonds. It's the same fixed income market. And if the yields and if the interest rate goes up, then the yields will go up on the government bonds. But these are bonds as well, so they have to follow because they're competing for investors' money. And naturally, of course, they have to increase. Now, if the yields increase on the corporate bonds, that means that the short to long-term liabilities of these companies are going to increase so much that is going to eat into the profitability of these companies. So my speculation that US 30 should go down, but I'm not too confident about this because we have this consolidation. And usually when markets consolidate just below a strong resistance level, for example, yesterday's high, that means pressure is building up. So US 30 is, it can go both ways. That's my speculation on US 30. And I'm gonna finish my coffee because I'm out of breath. And usually when markets consolidate just below... What's your opinion? I'm curious to hear. And Ali, by the way, did I answer your questions or do you have anything to add?
Yeah, thank you so much. Regarding US 30, there's an ugly wedge on US 30. I'm not sure if it's going to play this time. Last time I didn't take the trade based on the wedge and it dropped like hell. And I was so sad about it.
I remember that and I was so bullish on that.
Now this time this wedge shows an up there and direction to the upside, but it's an ugly wedge to be honest with you. So it doesn't meet exactly the perfect wedge scenario. So, but it shows that US 30 is going to go up.
You think? Yeah, I mean this bullish move today. I'm not too sure about US 30, but I have a sell position. Just to put my money where my mouth is. I'm more confident on...
It's not the best wedge you can find. I'll send it on the group. Sure.
Is the chart better like this? 3 ways.
I'm okay with any.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
We send that on the group.
So US 30 is a good sell. Stop loss around somewhere there. Right. Let's quickly have a look at the...
Let's get ready to...
Afternoon, everyone.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey.
Just got back.
Let's take a
Okay, I think I am ready.
UJ also is forming an upper wedge, which is also...
Yes, that actually it already broke the wedge, the one I draw on the chart.
Yeah, my wedge is different. It's actually, it includes also the upper candle.
So you want to say you have a bigger wedge than me?
I don't think the wedge matters in that case.
It's how you use the wedge, right?
Right, exactly, yeah.
Smart. So interested to see. Pankai Kumar says on YouTube, gold in US30 will wipe all stop losses, then goes down. That's a very good observation that usually gold does. This is why it's important you use a stop loss and you protect yourself. There's only 150 likes on YouTube. K Patel says wedges don't work. What do you think, guys? Do wedges work?
Oh, definitely they do.
Depends how you use it. I mean, I can... Oh, sorry Patel, but this wedge right here that we traded this week with the boys and girls. Look at this. Well, something like this. Break, retest, boom. Look at the top. Wedge, break, retest, boom.
Same.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can see the positions I have open. It's exactly what I showed you just now.
That's true, but in this case, the last one, I'm not trying to be negative or something, but the last one, it did retest and did break the top. So technically speaking, from a wave perspective, it doesn't have to go any more higher because it did everything technically according to the technical rules. It is done.
Yeah.
So
the only thing I can add to Patel's comment is that, you know, there's no 100% correct tool or method in any market. So yeah, sometimes wedges don't work.
Hi guys, hi Thomas.
Hi.
This is Satish from Australia. Thomas, I just want to ask you one question. So recently, in a couple of Zoom meetings, we're talking more about the inflations and raising interest rates. In generally, we talk before COVID and after COVID scenario, you know. So it's not the same like before COVID, not anymore, I guess. But inflation is causing real pain. But raising interest rates will make it worse because rate hikes could induce recession and it may hurt ordinary people, you know. So instead of the raising interest rates, why can't we? I mean, we need price stabilization measures instead, you know. So what do you say?
True. Thank you for your comment. So unfortunately, yes, you're right, because inflation is a pain in the ass. It hurts. Who does it hurt? Of course, the lower income household, or any household pretty much, but lower income people. And the current monetary system that we use, which was inherited since the 1920s, 1930s, and just read up on a guy called John Maynard Keynes, who is the father of the current monetary policy. And we inherited this, and the problem is that we are so deep in spending money and you know, following the business cycle, spending money, spending our way out from the recessions and printing money and adjusting the money supply. We are so freaking deep in that there is no better alternative. And the problem is that the methods we use were also used 100 years ago. And all of these people, actually, Joe Maynard Keynes, when he came up with the spend your way out of the recession type of simplified theory, everyone said like, are you crazy? In the long term, it's going to cause problems. His reply was, we are going to be dead in the long run. But guess what? We are alive. They screwed us over, the older generation, well, 100 years ago. And the problem is that the methods we use today was inherited from back then. Yeah, of course, there are some new tools like quantitative easing and balance sheet and so many other things that, more complicated than just simple printing money. We can't do anything. And right now, the best weapon that we know, or most developed countries use against inflation, is interest rate increase. But if we increase interest rate, that's going to hurt like a double-edged sword. It's going to hurt companies and households as well. So that's what we have to deal with, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you mean. But the current inflation situation hasn't been about all goods in the economy, getting more expensive at the same rate. For example, specific goods like food, fuel, cars, and housing. These things we experienced massive price shocks, raising the general inflation level substantially.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the supply side, because it is a supply shock.
Yeah.
And also demand side shock.
Exactly, yeah. So these rate hikes are not only suited to bring down these essential prices, and also I'm worried but risk a recession, throwing millions out of the work. I don't know why these policymakers only focusing on raising interest rates.
It's actually there's different tools that they use. So, for example, if you go to the on any central bank's website, doesn't find the thing, and if you go to any website, not any website, don't go to xvideos.com, but if you go to any central bank's website, if you read up about monetary policy, the tools that they use is not just interest rate. These are the other tools that they use: open market operations, discount window, and discount rate. The minimum reserve requirement, when they actually tell the bank how much reserve they need to have, because that is going to decide about how much they can lend money out. So it's the money creation that they're trying to target. Term deposit facility, central bank liquidity swaps, so many other things that they use, and actually some of them developed not long ago. Interest rate is just that's the most aggressive that everyday people can see, that we can feel, and that's the easiest to understand. Because if I start talking about for example, the open market operations, that's probably we're going to lose 80% of the viewers. So there are other tools. Is it the best? Maybe not. Do we have other choice? Not right now.
He's going to a freaking
So 2 minutes until 2 minutes. Gold is nicely pushing down. Who's selling gold?
Me.
Myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
But by the way, was it Omar, or Satish?
Sorry, Thomas.
Satish, I spoke to you. Yeah. So I really like your thinking. Bring it to the morning briefing so we can have a more in-depth discussion, because unfortunately, it's maybe not the best day to analyze what kind of monetary policy. But I have some really good economists who lived 50, 60 years ago, and they already saw the issues that we are facing now, and they warned the world that we're going to be in deep shit. And I have to remind everyone that today's speculation, what I did on the chart, is may or may not work, because the issue is that this is the first NFP after Jackson Hole. So if you never traded it, NFP, maybe it's not the best, or if you don't know what to expect, just sit back, relax, and observe the market and learn. And we have 30 seconds to go.
Fuck, wat een time, 30 seconden. Ik ben net klaar.
Hoe gaat het?
Hey!
Hoi!
I just
Optamaki.
come in. Just a couple of minutes. I drove a little bit too hard, but I'm in. I'm in time. Forgot my mic. I will mute myself.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
The market is too much fluctuating.
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! What is the NFP number and where is market? Hey, stop loss hit on the US 30. Fucking hell, gold is pushing up as well.
Green.
Right, I'm out of all positions and gold is down. I'm gonna jump back into a sell on gold because that has to come down. That fucking dirty move in
But
gold
not
is just
yet.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
gone.
god, shit.
That's gone. Come on, USD. You see, NFP with these dirty moves, it's just ridiculous. US 30 back in a sell.
What was the numbers, please?
Actually, I didn't even watch the numbers. Non-farm payrolls, it's slightly better than expected, but it's still lower than the previous one. Unemployment is going up, ladies and gentlemen. That was why gold is pushing up, because of the unemployment. And labor market participation rate 62.4.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Okay. I'm back in gold. US
Works on US 30. Oh my god.
Good, well done. Well done. So I'm still holding the gold sell and the USD Japanese yen long, and I think that is still valid, very valid for a sell.
Okay, the UJ broke the wedge to the downside. Now retracing.
Hey, fuck, waar is mijn... Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in some profit on gold. It's running in.
Could you repeat your sentence about US
Shit.
yen in terms of valid?
Ik heb het verkeerd gedaan. Ook nog maar 31 dollar winst.
Sorry, I couldn't understand. Can you repeat it?
Could you repeat your statement about US Japanese yen about in terms of valid?
No, it's a long on USD Japanese yen, in my opinion. So I'm long. It's running in 178 pips profit. We had some volatility, but you know, that's fortunately the market. Right.
But we see euro strength, right?
Hold on. Okay, let's focus on. Sorry, I'm just trying to see on the market.
No problem. Yes, everything okay.
No problem.
So I'm gonna focus on gold and Japanese yen. I'm gonna leave US 30 because that fucked me over today. Let's see if price respects yesterday's high. We're going to see downward movement, and I think the reason why gold is going up is because of the labor market data. But as we discussed this morning, the Fed doesn't care about the labor market now because the Fed is raising interest rate no matter what. So this could be just a fake out manipulation. We'll see. Let's just wait. I'm still holding my sell on gold, and yeah, from this point. How's US 30 going?
Sorry, Melody. Sorry. I get a text almost that my daughter. I have to shut my microphone.
That's okay. Right. Oops, not long, short. Alright, I think we will, or let's just wait some more on gold, see if it's going to retest yesterday's high. If it does, you can use the pre-market high and start selling. That impulse move to the upside was, I think, just overreaction of the market. So what positions I have is long on, short on gold, long on USD Japanese yen. That is okay. Gold is slowly pushing back down, so we should see continuation downwards. Okay. I'm gonna send this to Discord. What positions do you guys have open, and what's the damage?
Aussie dollar.
I have gold, but I did sell at 17.10.
Just 1% loss on US 30.
Someone already started the party on a Friday. Cheeky.
Knocking some.
Getting ready for the weekend.
I had a sell limit at 17.13, and it activated, so I managed to
that's very nice.
secure.
This morning, I think Milad was mentioning 17.12, 17.13 for sell, and look at that, he was right. So let's see if this is a fake out like the one here, which I really hope so because I'm selling gold.
Now, UJ retested the wedge and is dropping again. That's not good.
And
on the other side of gold.
You buying?
Yes.
Welcome back, Christine. Good to have you.
Thank you.
You should have told us before.
Yeah.
Oh, I waited for the data because the data wasn't that great, so it's. I bought a little bit before, but I just bought more, so.
Just kidding.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Don't take it personal, Raoul. Come on. That's the game.
Let's hope Christine has it wrong this time.
You know, if the data is bad,
it's okay.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay. Yeah, exactly. So it's not that big of it. I just don't want. I was going to be long, but wasn't that big because I was worried about the spike that happens like almost every time it makes that announcement. So I'd rather just have a small position. If it gets spiked out, that's fine. And at least I know the data, what's the result, I can anticipate it, and then just make the move. I mean, if it gets stopped out, then it gets stopped out. If not, then that's great. It's a break even anyway, so.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reason why I say this because the reason why I love Christine because she gives reasoning behind her trades. So it's just not just randomly throwing positions. She has knowledge on financial markets. She can back it up with fundamentals as well as technicals. And it doesn't matter which side on the trade you are, whether you win or lose, but always have a plan. And execute it as you would. That's the most important. Stick to your analysis. In my opinion, this spike is just an overreaction of the market. Yes, stop loss hit, but come on, it's built into the market. The data is somewhat bad, somewhat good, depending on which one we see. But the longer term, the Fed doesn't care about the data now because they're gonna go ahead with rate hike and higher rates, higher yields, lower gold, higher U.S. Japanese, higher U.S. dollar. Fingers crossed. Ali.
Thomas, I have another call, so I have to leave, but I'll try to come back.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We will be here.
Okay, I'll come back.
Close that deal.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Ali, are you long on US UJ or are you shorting it?
I'm sorry, I didn't take the order, but I think it's gonna drop.
Oh.
USD cat shows me a drop on also on dollar. So the two USD charts that I have already analyzed shows a drop on dollar. Somebody just hit a mega stop loss.
On where?
I think somebody was just cursing the background.
The stock market reacting positive, right?
I did. I got stopped, but I enter again. I'm sold on gold. This is too much volatility.
Yeah, stock market is bullish for now. Let's see how long it's gonna stay bullish.
For now, but for the past 3 weeks, it just melts. So,
you know,
I don't know.
Don't get fooled because of the data. I made my argument and I placed my trades. So let's see how economics is working. I think some people had some problems with stop losses and spillovers with the brokers. Yes, price can jump over your stop loss. It's a sad reality of trading. So, okay, still shorting gold, still long on USD, Japanese yen. These are the positions I have, so pretty much gold and UJ. Gold is running okay.
You still got the trades from Tuesday.
Yeah, but I reduced the positions a lot, and I'm going to start locking in profits now as well. But maybe wait, because gold is gonna drop so freaking hard. You wouldn't. I'm telling you, trust me, brother.
It's the time to double your money, brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
In 24 hours.
US dollar, you see, that's what I hate and like the market, because It's overreacting, which I hate. I hate drama, but you can see that now that the drama is over and, you know, the blue mist is over, the market is reacting as it should, as I explained in the morning briefing. For now, you know, anything is possible. It can change in a minute, but always have an analysis, always have your plan, logical reasoning, and scenario analysis is important. And just stick to it.
I think I'm gonna reduce to break even.
On
The
gold?
trade. Yes. $5 now for me.
I'm gonna re-enter stocks.
Somebody call Christine, guys. This is not going good for gold.
Somehow Kristen always manages to be on the right side of the market when the move happened. And I so said that, you know, she's not active on Discord too much because it would be easier to trade with her.
I mean, if it was just a buy scalp, that was a good trade. You know, make the money, take the money.
But by the data came out, it's difficult to trade these ones unless you place the trade before the move happens. Because when the data came out on investing.com, the move already happened. Because the data always comes in the Bloomberg terminal. And all of these websites like investing.com, and Trading Economics is always lagging.
The market even reacted on my broker like 15 to 30 seconds before the news.
Yeah. You know, this data costs a ton of money, but it pays off when you have access to it.
Definitely.
I think the markets reacted before the 15 to 30 seconds because I guess the people, they closed the trades because of the NFP numbers. That's why, you know, the market like fluctuates like that, maybe, I guess.
And don't forget that we have algorithms as well that can move the markets. That the past 10 years, algorithm trading has been super popular among, you know, big banks, especially when it comes to arbitrage and you know, making money off the price differentials in different markets. In Hungary, we have Box in the stock market, but we have Xetra in Germany. And there's always some price differential, and we used an algorithm at the bank which is capitalizing on these differentials. And it's just making, you know, a few thousand Hungarian forints per trade, but if you add it up, it's ridiculous how much money they generated with one algorithm. And gold is running in, let's see, gold is running in 64 pips profit. USD Japanese yen is almost hitting the stop loss. Take profit. Jesus Christ, what am I saying? And I entered into sell on US 30 again, but only with one lot size. I'm not risking more.
Yeah, I shorted US 30 already, and I'm like 40 pips on profit.
Yes, finally we are on the other side, on the same side.
Yeah, I'm shorting US 30 now.
I just closed gold trade now for $4,000.
$4,000?
Yeah. That's
Wow.
That's a challenging account, you know.
Ah, how is it going? Did
It's
you
not
pass?
really money. Not yet, about to pass. Maybe another $500.
Oh, perfect. Well done.
Only the first phase.
Yeah.
I want to see the 1 hour candle close before.
Is Milad here? Because he called 1712 today, and we even discussed that, you know, there's a possibility.
I had like I think 10-12 trades on sales on gold.
At 1712.
Yeah, no, actually on 17.9.
At the same time?
6, 7, 8,
Nice.
everywhere.
Holy guacamole.
I think Milad is just shorting, longing, shorting and longing at the same time.
No. Come on, man.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah.
I can share my screen if you want.
All right, man, guys, I'm out. I'll close my trade. Thanks, Thomas.
See you, Abiodun, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Bye,
see
guys.
you, mate.
Right now I have 2 cells and I'm targeting like I think 16.99.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's the daily pivot and the pre-market low and yesterday's close. Today's open.
And again my stop was on 7.
All right. I'm up 6% on the challenge.
Wow,
Hey. Well done.
Maybe we can close this challenge today.
If it drops, I'm pretty sure you're going to pass the challenge.
It will.
So I'm going to start looking in some more profits on.
The question is, are the followers on YouTube clicking on the like button? I don't know.
They're not really active. I mean, come on, it's 181 likes on YouTube. It's an insult.
Yeah, that's why gold is still holding. Yeah, you see.
Start my phase 2 next week, probably. Challenge.
You're gonna try a challenge next week?
No, I finished phase 1 already, 15 days ago, but I didn't start phase 2 immediately because I wanted to have. I arrived back in Istanbul and I wanted to settle down for resuming phase 2.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Should be 5%. Shouldn't be hard.
Most people fail on the second part because they always rush. You know, once they pass phase 1, which is only 30 days, then it's it's the typical stick and carrots. But I'm sure you're going to pass because you're a good trader.
So much. Yeah, that's why I gave myself a break to, rearrange my ideas and to settle down properly.
You just only came back from holiday, right? From Lebanon.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man,
I'm trading on my real account. I'm trading on my real account now. That's why it's like an intermediary phase.
I really like Lebanese cuisine, Lebanese food.
Oh, definitely, you do. You should come one day.
Yeah, it's we actually have a discussion with my wife. I never been to Lebanon, so why not? Maybe when the little alpha is gonna be big alpha, or a little bit bigger, then we're going to visit Lebanon.
Where you already been, Thomas? There's nothing to add.
I haven't been to Lebanon.
Have you ever came to Portugal?
No.
No.
But it's on the bucket list because there's so many wonderful people in the group from Lebanon who invited me already, so why not?
Like me.
Exactly. If I go to Lebanon, you guys gonna take me out to the best places, eat the best food, and have the best conversations.
Hallelujah.
Inshallah.
Hi Thomas, which city you're from?
From Pipland. Goat City.
Finland. Sorry.
Yes, it's Hungary.
Oh, Hungary. Okay.
Hungary.
Hungary.
It is called Majaristan here in Turkey.
Majaristan, yes.
Yeah.
Arkadash.
Even Greece, it's called Yunanistan. So Bulgaristan for Bulgari. So everything's like stan.
No, we call it Orbanistan, after the Prime Minister Viktor Orban.
Which Bulgari?
Viktor Orban, he's like the dictator in Hungary. So we call Hungary is like Orbanistan.
Orbanistan, yeah.
So K. Patel is asking, what's the importance of the pre-market low, Sir Tamash? A simple example, if you go to the market, or your grandmother goes to the market, especially with all the generations, it's true, would she buy or sell on today's price, or she goes to the seller, so listen, yesterday you sold it much cheaper, I want to buy yesterday price. I want cheap, yesterday price. So, you know, it's negotiation. That's why it's important you follow yesterday's prices. It's just, you know, there's a reason why it's called market. Because, you know, it's sellers and buyers are negotiating through bid and ask. And this is why we keep track of yesterday's prices.
And yeah, I thought my grandmother was the only one.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was sitting thinking my grandmother was the only one that does that.
No, it's trust me. Many of my colleagues who actually work in finance, they would sell their mother for $5. Well, not all of them, but some of them are just freaking hell, just so tight with money. I'm tight with money as well. Like every single penny where I can save, or if I can squeeze money out of you know, someone on the market, I just do it.
Yeah, same. But it's difficult going to town with my grandmother, and then she goes to the shop owner and tells him, no, you can't charge me this because last week it was this price. I only want to pay that price.
Yeah, maybe not with your grandma, but you know, when in life everything is a negotiation, and if you can, within reasonable limits, of course, being polite, always try to be a little bit cheeky. So when I go to a shop, I look at a t-shirt, and you know, the shop assistant comes over, starts talking like, oh, it looks really good on you. I was like, oh, this is on sale today, right? 50% off. They always have a laugh, but I'm freaking serious because I want some discount. And she was like, oh, no, not today. I was like, well, any discount for pensioners or, you know, veterans? You know, at the end of the day, when you make them smile, they will give you a discount.
It works.
Yeah, stick your hand into your pocket and get out of it with just 1 penny, and you know, start looking at the guy.
Or the other thing is like, oh shit, I only have, you know, $10 is missing. That's all the money I have, even though I use a credit card. They always like, oh, that's fine, just give it.
Are you sure, Thomas? Or
on what?
just kidding? On these things.
Your mic is a little bit too quiet.
Let me try this.
And we have 3 minutes until the new hourly candle is opening. So I'm gonna lock in some, well, I wouldn't call it too much profit, but it's not bad.
EU traced 75%. The GU didn't retrace even like 20% on the other side.
Let me check. I'm just gonna wait the next hourly candle, but I don't see what's happening on the other markets. It's good that when you have two computers. Okay, so gold pulled back to the entry level. Let's see how the new hourly candle is going to change things around. Hey, Gian.
Hello. Can you look at the stock market? Is that a break and retest from the level that you said the pressure is building? Because there's a wick over there in 5 minutes.
It's hard to tell because of this impulse move today, but let's wait. I mean, it just massaging the Fibonacci 7860. With stocks, it's difficult for me today. That's why I'm focusing on UJ and gold. But there is a possibility, yes. for break and retest. Ali was on the long side on stocks. If we have a massive profit, if we have a massive profit taking today from the past week's sellers, that can push up the stock market. Stock market is reacting, you know, someone sells is another person's buy, vice versa. But sells, they need to borrow stock, and then when they short it, they need to buy it and return it to the lender. Because naked shorts are illegal, not allowed. New hourly candle open. Let's see.
I just closed everything and just watching on the fence. From the
You
fence.
made profit, right? How much? How many percent?
Not profits like a challenge one. So
Well, that's profit,
about to
innit?
finish. Yeah, profit 7,200.
Oh.
Nice.
I mean, not today, but since last 10 days.
That's very good for a challenge.
I mean, only copying from you guys.
And gold is pushing down, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, freaking hell, for now.
Oh, really?
Who knows what's going to happen in 5 minutes?
Oh, shit. Then I close early. Shit.
Always trust your analysis. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, but you learn from the mistakes and you enjoy the profits. Someone's dildo just went off.
You serious?
Pushing down. Pushing up. Yes. Beautiful. Akash Vyagi is asking, what about US 30? I mean, fuck US 30, it's screwed me over today, so I'm gonna stay out from US 30 now.
Gold continues to push down. I should pass phase 1 as well. Hopefully.
Very nice.
Oh, shit. I should have completed phase 1. Shit.
My 8th attempt. It's pretty brutal.
Dave lost about 30 challenges before, and he is a platinum member of FTMO now, so, you know.
That's
never give
reassuring.
up.
Thank you. That actually makes me feel a little better.
Yeah,
I'm still on my... Sorry, I'm still on my first challenge, so I think I'm still on the track. I have 29 left, I think, or it's 30, yeah.
I did a trial with FTMO, and I passed it with 87% win rate and $30 lost on a 25k account. And I was like, oh yeah, I can totally do this. And then I went to a real challenge on MFF, and yeah, I'm on my 8th challenge.
Sadly,
It's totally
MFF
different.
didn't accept me as a client because where I live, so I'm restricted with FTMO right now.
Oh, where do
Can
you
you not
stay?
use can
They
you
don't
not use a
accept
VPN?
Iraq.
Oh,
Not worth using
That's
a VPN.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Do you want me to speak with them?
No need. I took a new one called My Funded FX, I think. So they are same prices. It's new one.
yeah, I've heard of
Oh
them,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. I'm taking as like better than a demo, to be honest. At least.
Yeah.
If I pass the challenge, it would be some real results and with real money.
Absolutely. The psychology, it's good.
Exactly. But now I'm down 2.8%, sadly.
You're down
But it's easy.
2.8?
Yeah.
You mean you remain, you have 2.8% to make?
No. From the start, 2.8 down.
Ah.
Because yeah, I had a bad trade yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was quite choppy, but
yeah,
thanks God I didn't trade yesterday.
yeah, it was choppy, and I think it's timing because like it was a bit late in New York session.
And memberships will close today or tomorrow, maybe Sunday, let's see. But if you want to join the AlphaFX community, I'm sending the link into the chat on YouTube. Feel free to do so. If you have any questions, we are here to answer live. These people are not paid by me, so you feel free to ask them questions. Why is gold coming back up? Stocks are pushing up. Dollar is weakening. Typical shitty Friday. Did you notice that recently Mondays and Tuesdays are better than Thursday and Fridays?
Yeah, sort of.
Thomas, is it too late to take a sell on gold now?
No, no, no. I think it's still reasonable. If you look at the 4-hour candle on my broker for XC, you know, this nice wick, this rejection, I think it's it's good enough to sell. I mean, if you look just a little bit on the left where I have the stop losses, look at this wick. I think it's reasonable. If I go back to TradingView, I can show you, you know, small lot, wider stop loss. We're still not out of the woods, but you can use yesterday high and previous close as a guide, or today's high, which I think it was an overreaction. That's why I have my stop loss there on the analysis. But if you enter now, it's up to you whether we want to use a wide enough stop loss or just keep it tight on yesterday's high, maybe a little bit higher. Either way, I think you're safe. It should continue down, but it's yet to be confirmed.
Okay, thank you.
We're almost 12,000 followers in YouTube. 11,826. Ooh, Marwan. Yeah, Marwan cannot talk because I think he's out having a party and trading in the meantime, which is never a good mix.
I think once just saw the numbers here, non-farm payroll numbers. I think it's pretty very healthy labor market at the moment, you know.
The labor market,
which is now improving at a slower rate.
It's extremely good. The market, the labor market, extremely good. I mean, unemployment is half-century low.
Yeah, so that's good, you know. Yeah. We are in good direction at the moment, I guess.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, which means I'm gonna start the weekend. NFP is now over, so it's really up to the market which direction it's going to push. I made my full fundamental macroeconomic and technical analysis, explained it to you. So I think there's nothing else I can add you to this Friday, other than wishing you a relaxing weekend and see you on Monday for the team members. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
Bye,
Have a good
guys.
weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't go just yet, because if you want to receive the same kind of analysis that I do every single day, if you want to have morning briefings, if you want to learn about economics, which I'm going to restart this week, so if you want to have morning briefings, full technical and macroeconomic analysis, signals, setups, everything, go to alphafx.eu and use the discount. It's yours, it's not mine, it's your discount. So make sure you take advantage of the 50% off. There's only 2 memberships available. If you're not taking it, I'm gonna close down the openings tomorrow or Sunday. So this week there will be no more joining. It's closed, finito, until next month. But use it, it's your discount. Take the advantage. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's session, and see you all on Tuesday or Monday. We will see. Make sure you sign up to my Telegram, link in the description below. This is the Alpha Facts.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.